I'm going to do a little sound check right now. And if anybody has anything to say on the chat line, you can tell me. Can you hear my guitar? Can you hear my vocal? That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. So can you hear me out there? I don't know if anybody's listening, but I kind of depend on some of you listeners in to maybe write in the chat, sounds good, Bob, or I can't hear you. And I got to think that, okay, Brittany's out there and she says she can hear me. That's all I wanted to know. Thank you so much, Brittany. Yahoo!
Not in service at this time.
It's ebb of the flow, the thick of the thin reality. So kick back, relax your monk friends in reality. I want you to know you're the part of the show in reality. So ladies and gentlemen, for your edification, it's Reality Ranch, high presentation. Oh yeah, May 27th, 2021. You're part of the show, you know. We welcome your chat. We welcome your chat. on reality. You can say just where it's at on Reality Ranch. We're gonna sing Blind Love and Wall of Death and All I Gotta Do, and can't get enough of it, can't get enough of it. Hey friends, I got something to say about a little yellow bag that takes a litter away. Grab a free yellow bag, cause it's up to you and to me. From the headwater streams to the coastal waters, use a yellow bag, do what you oughter. Cause a clean beach, a clean beach, a clean beach is in your hands. Yeah, use a yellow bag, it's up to you. This message is from the Coastal Bend Bays and Estuaries Program and the Nueces River Authority. Hey out there, everybody. Good to see you again. This is Bob Livingston. It's May 27th, 2021. I hope you can hear me. I'll be playing for you for the next hour or so, so tune in, call your friends. It's been a great couple of days here in Reality Ranch. Got the North 40 plowed. Got some iris and violets planted in the South 40, so we're doing good. I'm just glad to be here. I'm back in the saddle again. I'm glad to be here in the saddle. I'm back in the saddle again. Out where a friend is a friend, where the longhorn cattle feed on the lonely Jimson weed. Back in the saddle again. I'm riding the range once more. Yeah. Toting my old 44, where they sleep out every night and the only law is right. Back in the saddle again. Let's play, boys. Let's all sing it. I'm back in the saddle again. Out where a friend is a friend. Sleep out every night and the only law is right. Back in the saddle again. That's right. Back in the saddle again. Out where a friend is a friend. where the longhorn cattle feed on the lonely Jimson weed. Back in the saddle again, I'm riding up I-35 once more, holding my new 44. And they sleep out every night, and the only law is right. Back in the saddle again. Whoopee-tie-yi, yeah, I'm going my own way. Back in the saddle again. Whoopee-tie-yi, yo, we're walking to and fro. Back in the saddle again. Hear me crying, mama. Back in the saddle again. Oh yeah, it's great to be back. Thanks for tuning in. We're going to have a good time tonight. I got a lot of songs. If you want to maybe request one, that'd be fine for me to, if I know it. And the best thing to do is come to my house. I've got a tip jar out there, and write it on the back of a $100 bill. Send it to the front. Well, let's see what's happened. So I've made 3 live appearances. One in this place called the Remedy Room, and it was 2 weeks ago on a Sunday. Drove up to Fort Worth. Realized why I don't like to go on the road, because had to go up I-35, and it was pretty interesting. And we went to this little town of Aledo. It was really nice. Had a great. The skies parted. The guy said, "Don't worry. In 5 minutes, we won't have any rain." And he was right, and set up and did it. Brittany Hamilton was out there. Dr. Felix. I don't know if he's out here tonight, but they came to the show. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate you coming to any live shows or tuning in to any live stream I do. It's really wonderful. And then I played a show with Michael Hearn last Sunday, just a couple of days ago, 3 days ago, and out at the Riley's Tavern there in New Braunfels, Texas. And then last night I played in Sun City, Texas. It's kind of a retirement thing, so there's a lot of folks there that he says, "We don't work, we just play golf." So that's it. Now, Richard King is the instigator and all that. He didn't really have that accent. Somebody else said that too. But Richard did tell me that they played a lot of golf, and he shot something like 86, and won a whole bunch of money, and that's was the way I was able to come in and play the gig. Oh, yeah. We'll send out a song to him and Brittany and a lot of you folks out there, all you original spirits. We want to thank you for tuning in. She lives down south where the river's age goes back to the original spirit, and the India ink is flowing over the page down to the original spirit, and the rhythm of life is still young, and she is one among the original spirits. Just making sure. And I gotta make sure, that things are on, because I have sometimes done some live streams where I was upside down. I don't think I got quite upside down, but I was sideways. You never can tell in this brave new world. Every morning she walks out to the sacred ground where the ancient music is playing. She begins to sing as the rain falls down, like 1,000 voices were praying. And then the clouds have all gone, and her light shines on in her original spirit. And I need to know that I'm a part of that original spirit. I need to know it where my aim is true, and I ride that royal road. Yes, I know the truth. I know it when I hear it, and it's original spirit. So take me down south where the river's age goes back to the original spirit, and the India ink is flowing over the page, down to the original spirit. Well, the rhythm of life, still young here in Austin, Texas tonight, and we all at one with the original spirit. Yeah. Original spirit. All right, original spirit. Well, thanks for coming. I keep saying that because it's just a miracle that we all can communicate this way. I want to do a song early on here that it's just one of my favorite songs of Bob Dylan's. And Bob Dylan just had his birthday. He was 80 years old. And so if I can think about it, I'll do a few Bob Dylan songs tonight. So this is one that's called Dark Eyes, and the way this song came to be, it's on an album called Empire Burlesque, and they had finished the album, even mixed it, and they were listening to it, and the producer, whoever it was, came up to Dylan at the end of it and said, you know, we need a closer. We need just something, you and a guitar, and just something poignant, and is there anything you can do? And he went home and he wrote this song and came back and they recorded it, so it ends Empire Burlesque. Let me see. What is a good key to do it in? How about D-Dog? Dark Eyes. Happy birthday, Bob. We're going to just kind of... Oh, the gentlemen are talking, and the midnight moon is on the riverside. They're packing up and walking, and it is time for me to slide. I live in another world where life and death are memorized, where the earth is strung with lovers' pearls, and all I see are dark eyes. A cock is crowing far away, and another soldier's deep in prayer. Some mother's child has gone astray, and she can't find him anywhere. But I can hear another drum beating for the dead that rise, whom nature's beast fears as they come, and all I see are dark eyes. They tell me to be discreet for all intended purposes. They tell me revenge is sweet, and from where they stand, I'm sure it is. But I feel nothing for their game, where beauty goes unrecognized. No, all I feel is heat and flame, and all I see are dark eyes. Oh, the French girl, she's in paradise, and a drunken man is at the wheel. Hunger pays a heavy price to the falling gods of speed and steel. Oh, time is short and the days are sweet, and passion rules the arrow that flies. A million faces at my feet, but all I see are dark eyes. Bob Dylan, Dark Eyes. Oh, yeah. Well, how are we doing out there? Let me just see. Okay, we seem to be on. So we're going to keep on going as we planned in the first place. It's amazing how, you know, so I haven't done this in 3 weeks now, a live stream. And so getting back in and turning everything on is all, you know, all I can say is my life has become a series of switches and knobs and settings, and that any one of them are the weakest link. If they're all not perfectly tuned and attenuated and on or off, as the case is sometimes, this thing doesn't work. So I'm just glad we're powering on through tonight. I do a song that I wrote with Laurie Turner, friend of mine, singer-songwriter out in Austin. So it's called That's the Way Things Go. In our feel world. Let's see. The song is in F. I can't stay with you without wanting to be closer. Can't sing on a dream with you without wanting to be closer. 'Cause that's the way things go. That's the way things go. And that's the way things go in our field world. I don't want to watch the stars without you beside me. I don't want to drive in cars without you to ride me. 'Cause that's the way things go, little darling. That's the way things go. And that's the way things go in our field world. We don't need any whiskey or wine. Don't worry about tomorrow, today is just fine. And everything that moves between these parallel lines is true. We don't need any whiskey or wine. Don't worry about tomorrow, today is just fine. And everything that moves between these parallel lines is true. I wanna walk around in the moonlight with you. And I wanna hear the sound of the midnight with you. 'Cause that's the way things go. Yeah, that's the way things go. And that's the way things go, little darling. That's the way things go. And that's the way things go in our field world. And that's on this CD right here. It's called Up the Flatland Stairs. I don't know if you ever heard about it before, but it's on Howlin' Dog Records. Don Richmond and the great people in Alamosa, Terry, that run Howlin' Dog. It's a great label. Shake Russell's on that label. Michael Hearn, Bill Hearn, my great friend Bill Hearn. I'll do a song for him right now. I don't know if he's out there. Why don't I just go ahead and sit down here, and I'm just going to go over to my... Will you come over to my office with me just for a second? I got to make sure about something. Okay, here we are. All right, now I'm in my office, and so what I like to do is see... so we got Brenda Hamilton, Kelly Karasik. How you doing, Kelly? It's great to see you out there. I just got to make sure that everything is good. Big Fun in Aledo. Jimmy Bryant. Big Fun was in Aledo. Jimmy, thank you for showing up. All right. It's really good to see you out there. Now, what I'm trying to do is get back to where I once belonged, because now that we know we're good, we're good. Now, it's kind of funny that my one harmonica that I need is not around. I had a big catastrophe before we started out tonight and dropped a lot of stuff. Blind love has been messing with your mind, and you're blind to the fact she got you waiting in line. Feels so good and it hurts so bad. Nobody can tell you that you've been had by love. Blind love. Blind love is gonna take you for a ride and won't give you no choice. No time to decide what's springing from your heart, causing all the pain. One thing sure, you never feel the same about love. Blind love. You think you got something going, but it changes from day to day. And seeing ain't believing, so you just gotta get away. You've been walking the floor, worrying about running around and around and around. And night after night it's just about to run you down. Blind love has got you howling at the moon with cigarettes and beer alone in your room. You're like a B-grade actor playing your part. You can't see with your eyes, but you feel with your heart. Blind love. You think you got something going, but it changes from day to day. And seeing ain't believing, so you just gotta get away. You've been walking the floor, worrying about running around and around and around. And night after night it's just about to run you down. Blind love has been messing with your mind, and you're blind to the fact she got you waiting in line. And it feels so good, hurts so bad. Nobody can tell you that you've been had by love. Blind love. Blind love. Blind love. Who says we're not country? That's what I want to know. That's about as country as you get. That'll be on my new CD when I start recording it. Now, you know, let me do something. I'd like to talk to a psychiatrist about all this, because I think it would be interesting to do a study where all of the brain synapses and all this stuff that follow all these lines and stuff like that, and to actually get to the music and everything, what it does to a guy that's OCD like me and ADD and all that good stuff. Okay, well, here's a song I did a few weeks ago, and I pulled it back, and I did it the other night at the house concert in Aledo. And it's called "The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance," and it was written by Burt Baccarat and Hal David for that movie, "The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance." Lee Marvin, James Stewart, remember them. And I just love the song, and it goes by lickety split, lightning fast. And I shouldn't be telling you, but there's a lot of chords. When Liberty Valance rode to town, the women folk would hide. They'd hide. When Liberty Valance walked around, the men would step aside. 'Cause the point of a gun was the only law that liberty understood. And when it came to shooting straight and fast, he was mighty good. From out of the east a stranger came, a law book in his hand. A man, kind of a man the West would need to ease a troubled land. But the point of a gun was the only law that liberty understood. And when it came to shooting straight and fast, he was mighty good. Many a man would face his gun, and many a man would fall. The man who shot Liberty Valance, he shot Liberty Valance. He was the bravest of them all. What was the actress that played the woman? Now the love of a woman can make a man stay on when he should go. Stay on, trying to build a peaceful life where love is free to grow. But the point of a gun was the only law that liberty understood. And when it came to shooting straight and fast, he was mighty good. Alone and afraid, she prayed that he'd return that fateful night. That night, but nothing she said could keep a man from going out to fight. 'Cause the point of a gun was the only law that liberty understood. But when the final showdown came to pass, the law book was no good. Out in the street, 2 shots rang out. The shots made liberty fall. The man who shot Liberty Valance, he shot Liberty Valance. He was the bravest of the man who shot Liberty Valance. He shot Liberty Valance. He was the bravest of them all. Oh. Woohoo! The man who shot Liberty Valance. I'm going to do another Bob Dylan song, Bob birthday song. I always love this one when I get to do, the rare times that I get to do a Bob Dylan show that I have been able to do, where you do all Bob Dylan stuff. I always do this, nobody knows. It's called Spanish Harlem Incidents. Gypsy gal, the hands of Harlem cannot hold you to its heat. Your temperature is too hot for taming. Your flaming feet are burning up the street. I'm homeless, come and make my face fit in the place of peace. Let me know, babe, all about my fortune. If it's you, my lifeline's trace. Gypsy gal, you got me swallowed. I have fallen far beneath your pearly eyes, so fast and slashing, and your flashing diamond teeth. The night is pitch black. Come and make my pale face fit in the place of peace. Let me know, babe, all about my fortune. If it's you, my lifeline's trace. I've been wondering all about me ever since I seen you there on the lips of your wildcat charms. I'm riding, I know I'm around you, but I don't know where. You have slayed me, you have made me. I got to laugh halfway off my heels. Let me know, babe, if it's you surrounds me, so I can know if I'm really real. Oh yeah. So I'm from Lubbock, Texas, and I went to Lubbock High School. I had Miss Honey for English. She taught me the Canterbury Tales. You know what I'm talking about? One that pretty with the shura sota, you know it. So, but also in the room with me was this guy named Ricky Rainwater, and he had redder hair than I did. And I want to send out a salute to Ricky Rainwater, wherever you are tonight, Ricky, because it's National Redheaded Day today. National Redhead Day. That's what Homer Wills told me. And Homer, you know Homer Wills? He is a carpenter, harmonica player, built all this Jerry Jeff stuff at his house using zebra wood countertops. Quite a character, old Homer Wills. Plus, he has more stories than anybody I ever met. One thing led to another. I went out to Red River from Lubbock, and I met Three Faces West, Rick Fowler, Wayne Kidd, and this wise ass named Ray Hubbard. He wasn't wily yet. He was just plain old Ray Hubbard. Next thing you know, I'm out in Los Angeles, and they were, you know, I had learned a bunch of songs from the Three Faces West, and one of them was called Wildfire, and it was written by Mike Murphy, who is also from Dallas, Texas, where they were from. And so imagine my surprise when I pick up a hitchhiker and he leads me to Mike Murphy out there in Los Angeles. And we became fast friends. We decided there's only one thing to do, and that was get back to Texas where we once belonged after all hell broke loose. It was the California earthquake, 1971, that really did it. We were at my manager's house down in Beverly Glen Boulevard, and early in the morning, 6 a.m., start shaking, and I hear out of the distance in the darkness my manager guy, Randy Fred, who is in the other room, saying, "This is it! This is it!" And Murphy and I were going, "What do you mean this is it? This is what? That doesn't tell us much. And if this is it, we don't want it." So shortly after that, we got back on the road to Texas. On I-10. 2.5 sunrises later, my little Datsun blew a head gasket in Van Horn, Texas. World's largest truck stop full of millions and millions of gallons of diesel and coffee and dead cats, armadillos, iguanas and lizards. They're all mixed together, everything mixed together in a concoction. And then they chase it with sotol. Some nights in that desert. But early one morning, we were there another 2.5 days, 2.5 sunrises. And the town of Conoclass was holding court in this little out-of-the-way cafe, but they said it had the best bacon and eggs, and so that's why we were there. And the town of Conoclass, his name was Cactus Jack. And a young fella sitting next to him, way across the way there. He was trying to get Jack's attention, tell him a story, trying to get some solace because his lady love had run off and left him. Guy was just way too young to be so lonely. Love sick. That's what it can do to you. So he finally got old Jack's attention, just about the time that he got everybody in the place's attention, and they all just kind of leaned in, and he said, right in the middle of the 10-cent scenery, shuffled and stacked on a postcard rack, there's a cute little kid on a Shetland pony. She smiles at me and I can't smile back. And Cactus Jackie drinks coffee black. He said, son, this is your lucky day. 5 o'clock in a Texas morning, I come a long, long way. Oh, 5 o'clock in a Texas morning, I come a long, long way. Well, now she left me cold on the winter's morning, and cold it's been for the longest time. She told me Texas is where she was going, and I've been looking, but she's so hard to find. And Cactus Jackie drinks coffee black. Look at it. He tells me it's my lucky day today. 5 o'clock in a Texas morning, I come a long, long way. Oh, 5 o'clock in a Texas morning, I come a long, long way. I don't know just where I'm gonna find her. Maybe the soldier with the suitcase saw her. She just said she was going down to Texas for a little while. I'm looking for the girl with long brown hair, and she's got hazel eyes. And she's not too pretty, but she's got a beautiful smile. And she just said she was going down to Texas for a little while. Well, that's what she said. Well, now the cook in the back, he's getting mighty curious, and he asks the waitress where I'm from. And she just says, well, hell, I ain't never seen him before. He's probably some sort of spaced out California bum on his way down I-10 till he get to San Antonio, and that world's most dangerous stretch of highway. He's gonna turn left, probably get a ticket, and that speed trap of Schertz past New Braunfels and San Marcos where they got that swimming pig. I've always wanted to see that swimming pig. I don't know if he's still there, but I heard he was in a bathtub somewhere in the town. On past Kyle and Buda, are just growing so much into Austin, Texas, where the streets are full of musicians and poets and artists and actors and dancers. And I used to dance down in Del Rio. I wonder if I could get a job dancing in Austin. I don't know. I just like to go with those boys, get out of this one horse town. And Cactus Jackie says, that's right. As I walk out into the light, 5 o'clock in a Texas morning, I got a long, long ride. 5 o'clock in a Texas morning, I got a long, long ride. Oh, outside the sun is coming up, and the wind blows me just like a Dixie cup. A Dixie cup down the highway. Oh yeah, down the highway. Let's get on that highway. We gotta get to Austin. Woo-hoo. 5 o'clock in a Texas morning, and I got a long, long, long ride. Oh yeah, sitting out there. I've never hitchhiked that far, but I used to hitchhike up there in California. When I lived out in California, I hitchhiked a few times all the way up to Oregon. Got to go through Big Sur. It was at Highway 1. And do a song about Highway 1 right now. Let's see if I can do it here. It was actually on a Los Gonzo album, Los Gonzo Band, called Signs of Life, the album. And this is called After the Nick of Time. John Inman and I and Paul Piercy had a little hand in it. Bobby Bridger, we wrote it back there. And it's about that trip, Highway 1. And I got to say, I was in Big Sur and I was camping. I went out there and I was just hitchhiking and I didn't know what the heck I was doing. And I was just literally sleeping on the ground. And I went to we needed some water, and they said, if you go down at the bottom of it was like here's the beautiful highway, and then there's this mountain thing that comes like this, and at the bottom you can't see it because the forest is way up there. And so we're even further high up. And so I climbed down by myself down into this cool undergrowth where there was another world down there. And when I got down there, there was these little mud huts and a root cellar and funky little log cabin lean-to kind of place. And I looked over there and there was a whole family. They were all naked as jaybirds, kids, mother, father, and they were just watching me. And they let me fill my canteen, but it was just kind of eerie, real quiet. So I went on back up and ended up hitchhiking all the way to Portland, Oregon to see my friend Alan, and he lived in a farmhouse out there, and I learned how to do a little finger picking Elizabeth Cotton. I don't know if I can do it, but I might as well. Let's see. That was the first time in 45 years or 60 years, however long it's been. Elizabeth Cotton, learned from Alan. And so we'll do a song about Highway 1. Highway 1 along the beach, We chased the setting sun, but it was out of reach. You were standing on a hill. I turned to you, said, where will we go from Santa Cruz? Santa Cruz, Santa Cruz. After the nick of time, after it's all over, everything seems to rhyme. After the nick of time, we saw the blue of Lake Pyramid. We stopped to share the view and the secret that it hid. In an Indian dream, we lay upon the shore, saw an eagle on the wing. Who could ask for more? Just ask for more. Ask for more. After the nick of time, after it's all over, everything seems to rhyme. After the nick of time, after it's all over. Ain't it funny how it goes? Just looking back, how were we to know we were on the right track? How you stumbled and you fell out in the street, and in the nick of time you landed on your feet. Yeah, you did. On your feet. On your feet. After the nick of time, after it's all over, everything seems to rhyme. After the nick of time, after it's all over. Out in the street, who could ask for more? That's Santa Cruz, just running on the shore. I remember the place, it was called the Catalyst. Met a bunch of nice people there, and they took us up to their little mountain kingdoms. 3 days in the middle of a long tour. Never probably be back to that place again. After the nick of time, after it's all over. Oh yeah. So Gary Nunn and I were big buddies, and I knew him before he's Gary P. Nunn, and we wrote a couple of songs together, and I'd like to do one now. It's called Public Domain. It was written, let's just make sure we're still on. Okay, Greg Schultz says, oh, let's just go over to my office and we'll just see what Greg says. All right. Taking us back home to L.A., Joshua Tree, California. Bill Lewis representing San Antonio. We're planning on being the show in Cedar Park Saturday. Yeah, I wanted to tell you, folks, that I'm playing with the Lost Austin Band. I'll show you who these guys are. This is the Lost Austin Band. They're in a band. It's Ernie Gamage, David Murby, Bill Browder, Craig Hillis, Bob Livingston, and Patterson Barrett. We're a fun group. And we're playing at Cedar Park, in Cedar Park, on Saturday night, the return of the Lost Austin Band. Now, I'm not exactly sure what that place is called, but I have it, I think, on my website, and I'll put it up tonight if I didn't. But we've been rehearsing for it. It's going to be a lot of fun. We do a lot of the songs of Cosmic Austin. So thanks for reminding me about that, Bill Lewis. Richard King, thank you for the Great House concert yesterday. I thank you, Richard, for having me. We had a really fun time, a lot of fun people, and there was a really good opening act called the Vintage Vibes. That was the opener, and they had the great PA too, but they were funky. They opened something like, nothing from nothing leaves nothing. They would do songs like that. That was pretty cool. James Nunn, missed you, Bob. Thanks a lot. Glad you're back in the saddle. Big fun in Aledo, Jimmy Bryant. All right. Yeah, well, you know, Carol Person Algren is out there again. Thank you. Great listening. Thanks a lot, Carol. Well, we're going to get right back up to the stage here. Let's see, what can I do for you? I was going to do that song for Bill Hearn. I don't know if Bill's out there tonight. Let's see if Bill's out there. I don't think there's any way to actually tell if he's out there. But I'll do a song. It's a Texas kind of a two-step song that I wrote. It's called On a Dream with You. Bill Hearn cut it on one of his albums. And so did Walt Wilkins, Walt and Tina Wilkins. Great people. And I had a chance to do this song myself and do it as a duet with Eliza Gilkinson. Oh, yeah. The love that you give is love you never lose. It comes back to you in dreams that come true. On a dream with you. Life is simple and moving slow, like holding hands to the radio. And there's no other place we want to go. On a dream with you. Indian ponies and western skies, wildflowers and coyote cries are all in the magic of your brown eyes. On a dream with you. In a villa in New Mexico, wearing your boots with your evening clothes, yeah. And the band is playing Zydeco. On a dream with you. Sunset comes and we fade away in the refuge between night and day. I'll dream with you. Let's play, boys. On a dream with you. All you have to do is touch my hand to rescue me from these sifting sands. And there's nobody else that understands. on a dream with you. You're a cowgirl in a rodeo, riding bareback, chasing down rainbows, and I'm the cowboy that you wanna know, on a dream with you. In a villa in New Mexico, wearing your boots with your evening clothes, and the band is playing soul Creole, on a dream with you, yeah. Sunset comes and we fade away in the refuge between night and day. I'll dream with you, yes I will. And the love that you give is love you never lose. It comes back to you in dreams that come true. I'll dream with you. I'll dream with you. Yeah, I'll dream with you. I'll dream with you. I'll dream with you. Oh, yeah. So I was talking about Gary Nunn. We were out there in Santa Fe, New Mexico once on a tour with Jerry Jeff. And we went to the La Fonda Bar. And, you know, they're in Santa Fe. And there happened to be some movie stars in town. Dennis Hopper, Jessica Lange. I can't remember all of them. And we were hanging out, and we ended up writing this song. There was a poet there. His name is Richard Brodigan. One of his points. The only reason I mention him is because he's really the only guest appearance that I can think of that would be in this song. And so he's a poet. He wrote Trout Fishing in America, Watermelon Sugar. I don't know if any of you remember any of those books of poetry. He was kind of a Rod McEwen on acid. So we'll do Public Domain by Gary and Bob. Jerry Jeff recorded it. We always did it, too. It's one of those songs that came at the right time in the set. And it's coming at the right time in the set for me, too. Kind of gives a big lift. It's a Texas swing song. Oh, oh yeah. But I suppose that you should be in the right key with that harmonica, Bob. I got my irons in the fire down in Texas. Got me toehold in Tennessee. I got my foot in the door of that California store, but I'm up to my ear in me. Don't be concerned if the song sounds familiar. Don't be concerned if it all seems the same. Just be concerned that your politics will kill you. You know that. And it's all just public domain. I took a bite of the Big Apple. Yes, I dabbled in that forbidden fruit, where they promised me points and they slipped me through the joints. But I've yet to see any loot from the fat cat in those high-heel Gucci shoes. Don't be concerned if the song sounds familiar. Don't be concerned if it all seems the same. Just be concerned that your politics will kill you. And it's all just public domain. Let's play, boys. Sluggo. 1, 2, 3. Well, I sang in that Red River Valley. I drank wine with the poets in Santa Fe. There he is. Well, I ran with those darlings in Austin, like I ran from Snow White in LA. I think I'll go and see what's shaking down in Bombay, because I've broken all my vows to Demolay. Don't be concerned if the song sounds familiar. Don't be concerned if it all seems the same. Just be concerned that your politics will kill you. And it's all just public domain. And it makes sense to get into the rain. Into the rain. It's raining. It's raining. It's raining, 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 raining. It makes sense to get into the rain. Oh, yeah. Ooh. I got two songs that say it makes sense to get into the rain, actually, and it kind of does. Thanks a lot. See, the difference between live, and there's a lot of differences, but one of the things I noticed, and it was so amazing, is they were live breathing people out there with smiling faces. All I see here is just this little nondescript camera like Hal, just looking at me. You never know if you're on or not. It's non-committal. Whether you play good or not, he just looks at you. But I actually like it when you throw me those emojis, the hearts and the likes. If I'm still on and you're still out there, if you can throw me some hearts and some likes, I'd really appreciate that. And then I'd know, a little applause, stuff like that. Also, I want to remind you, oh yeah, let's see. Okay, how can we do this? All right, it's not going to work, is it? Sometimes things just don't work. There it is. So we do have our little banner, and we work for tips. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, we take them all. The best thing to do is write on the back of a $100 bill and put in that tip jar on my front porch there. I've got that tip. Still want the same one. It's a Ming Dynasty vase I got from Iris. Got it from her grandmother, and I made her real mad. That's why she's not going to be here tonight, because I sprayed... I took her Ming Dynasty vase. It's cobalt blue, and I sprayed in flaming white letters the word tips on it, and it's probably ruined it. I don't know. But she made the couch bed up before she left. So I think that maybe I did ruffle her feathers just a little bit. Sorry for her grandmother. But anyway, it's out there. Well, you'd think that that's self-evident what it's for. Well, man, I played last week at that house concert, took it with me. I'm taking it with me now. And this dyslexic walked in and spit in it. You would think that he would know better, but the dyslexic spit in it. Just a cheap joke, and I have no idea whether it's going over. I don't even know what you think of me anymore, because like I said, it's just this little camera up there, and I'm trying to emote through the camera to you folks. I'm really working. I'm working here. Okay, where can we go from here? All right, I'll just go ahead and do this. And song by Guy Clark. And I played with Jerry Jeff for years and years, and I played this song so many times. It was on the first Jerry Jeff record that I played on, and it was called just Jerry Jeff. And most of it, I say, is recorded in Austin. The other half or less we did it in New York City. And I do know that we recorded this in New York. And I played bass. And the reason why it's forever etched in my mind, this particular song, is that the drummer for this session was a guy named Andy Newmark. And Andy Newmark, Google him. Check him out, Brittany. Andy Newmark, who played with Cat Stevens and Plastic Ono Band, and probably just hundreds and hundreds of #1 hit records. He was the drummer. And I just remember him. He had a kind of long hair, kind of combed straight back. He was a New York guy, and let's kick ass. And so he did kick ass on LA Freeway. It was the one song that got in the top 40 of Jerry Jeff's LA Freeway. But it's a great song. Pack up all your dishes. Make note of all good wishes. Say goodbye to the landlord for me. That son of a bitch, he always bored me. Throw out them LA papers, moldy box of vanilla wafers. Adios to all this concrete. Gonna get me some dirt road back street. If I can just get off of that LA freeway without getting killed or caught. Down the road in a cloud of smoke for some land that I ain't bought. If I just get off of that LA freeway without getting killed or caught. Here's to you, old skinny Dennis, the only one I think I will miss. I can hear that old bass sing, sweet and low like a gift you're bringing. Play it for me one more time. Got to give it all we can now. I believe in everything that you're saying, so keep on playing. If I can just get off of that LA freeway without getting killed or caught. We're down the road in a cloud of smoke for some land that I ain't bought. If I just get off of that LA freeway without getting killed or caught. You can put the pink slip in the mailbox, leave the key in the old front door lock. They will finally, likely as not. I'm sure there's something that we have forgot. Oh, Susanna, don't you cry, babe. Love's a gift that's truly handmade. We got something to believe in, babe. So don't you think that it's time we're leaving? If I can just get off of that LA freeway without getting killed or caught. Down the road in a cloud of smoke for some land that I ain't bought. If I can just get off of that LA freeway without getting killed or caught. Woohoo! Come on, let's get out of here. We gotta get to Austin. Hey, hey, yeah. 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 Oh, yeah. LA Freeway. Oh yeah, that was a song. That was I first heard it. I was in this little publishing company with Michael Murphy. We call the Mountain Music Farm. And back then, when we were playing in California, before we came to Texas, we were known as the Melodious Mountain Music Brothers. That's what Murphy called us, the Melodious Mountain Music Brothers. So we had the Mountain Music Farm because we lived in the mountains. And when we came back to Lubbock, we came back to Texas. We did go by that name for a few weeks, for a few gigs, and then we changed that name to Michael Martin Murphy. That's what we changed the name to. Did we do a Murphy song yet? Oh yeah. Here's a song by Chuck Pyle. I'd like to do it. How much time do we got? Got a little time. Just doing some things I don't normally do. And this is called Jaded Lover. And I first met Chuck, I think, at Amarillo, Texas. We were playing a gig, and Chuck showed up. And who also was there, strangely enough, was Phil Oakes. What was Phil Oakes doing at this country club in Amarillo, Texas? That's what I still don't know. We will never be able to ask him because he's no more. But Phil Oakes, Chuck Pyle, Gary Nunn, Bob Livingston sitting there, and Chuck did this song, and we learned it and played it for Jerry Jeff. Jerry Jeff decided it was a great song, and he recorded it. Well, now it won't be but a week or two till you find some Oh, it won't be but a week or two. You'll be out loving somebody new. Seems like it happened 100 times before. But I can see you've been spreading yourself thin too, and it's a lonely stage you've been going through. Don't get up, I can find my own way to the door. And I can see you are an angel with wings just won't unfold. Tune up your harp, polish your old halo. Now the only kind of man that you ever wanted was one that you knew you never hold very long. Sitting there crying like I'm the first one to go. You must have 30 lovers behind you. I can feel you, but I just can't find you. Seems like you would have found your own self by now. But late at night your old lover's tears come back. Faces in your dreams, fingers in your back. Voices of a memory crying out loud. And I can see you are an angel whose wings just won't unfold. Tune up your harp, polish your old halo. Now the only kind of man that you ever wanted was one that you knew you never hold very long. Sitting there crying like I'm the first one to go. Well, it's a lovely sight to see you when you're asleep. I should be leaving, honey, 'cause I'm in too deep. I guess that's easy enough for any man to say. Still, we never agreed if we talked all night. Things are getting kinda heavy and I'm traveling light. Goodbye, you jaded lover, you undercover queen for a day. And I can see you are an angel whose wings just won't unfold. Tune up your harp, polish your old halo. Oh, the only kind of man that you ever wanted was one that you knew you never hold very long. Sitting there crying like I'm the first one to go. And the only kind of man that you ever wanted was one that you knew you never hold very long. Sitting there crying like I'm the first one. I'm the very first one to go. Jaded Lover. We recorded that in Nashville, Tennessee on an album called It's a Good Night for Singing. And I wrote that song and Jerry Jeff liked it and he recorded it and he called the album It's a Good Night for Singing. Now it's a good night for singing. I got too drunk and my ears are still ringing, but it's so good to see you. It's a brand new day. We've been singing weary midnight tune. We started last June and it's a 3/4 moon and we still got time. It's a brand new day. I wonder where are all those pleasant souls tonight. Indecision made them stay home and wait for daylight. My mystical witness, help me in my flight. We're singing hours on into the night, over and over till we finally get it right. The nighttime seesaw, the love light, and we saw love at the right time, love at the right time, yeah. It's a good night for singing. I got too drunk and my ears are still ringing, but it's so good to see you. It's a brand new day. We've been singing weary midnight tunes. We started last June and it's a full moon tonight and we still got time. It's a brand new day, oh yeah. And it's a good night for singing. It's a good night for singing and for dancing and romancing the night away here at Reality Ranch. Oh, no matter where you go, you're always in reality. It's the ebb of the flow, the thick of the thin reality. So kick back, relax, you're among friends in reality. Want you to know you're part of the show in reality. So ladies and gentlemen, for your information, it's Reality Ranch, our presentation. Oh yeah, I'm going to do a song for all the people that have house concerts like Richard King. And I want to send this out to Laurie Dunn. If you're out there, Laurie, love you too. Let me see if we're doing fine. I'll just say right here. Good stuff, Bob. Steve Bones says good. Charlene France is out there. Bill Oliver, I remember when y'all played LA Freeway at the first Kerrville, Texas. And then the PA went out. And y'all kicked the monitors around and raised the roof. I remember that we kicked the monitors into the flood. That was one thing we did, Bill. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, so we got some people. Lee Leatherwood, thanks a lot for showing up, Lee. All right, I'm going to get back to it. What was I going to do? I know I was going to do something, but... Oh, yeah. The song for all you house concert people. And I'm feeling like I'm almost there. At least I know the end's in sight. Opportunities knocking everywhere, everywhere. I'm out of the tunnel and into the night. Oh, beautiful sunrise up ahead. A million colors to the dawn. Planets in position, underlined in red. Auspicious beginnings roll us along. Oh, and I can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of it, no. I can't get enough of it, but I want to go home. I've been a gypsy way too long, Bill Lewis. I haven't unpacked in 49 years except for the last 14 months. And Ramblin' Jack, he showed me the way to this song. It's full of beauty, adventure, and tears. Oh, the kindness of strangers and good friends. They pick me up 10,000 nights at least. Anyway, my road is up ahead before the dead end. It's the green gate with the Christmas lights. Woo. Oh, and I can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of it, but I want to go home. Where there's questions answered, never asked. Indian summers, they always last. It all happened way too fast. And isn't it strange how the die was cast? And I'm feeling like I'm almost there. I won't miss the turn this time. You'll see the magic of the mission up the flatland stairs, flatland stairs. Feel like I made it to the head of the line. Oh, beautiful woman and children, they're waiting there for me. A house full of family and very best friends, and dogs and cats and cousins too. And anyway, I hope I'm not dreaming, but it just seems like maybe this is just a dream. Am I only dreaming this mystery? Well, I hope I don't wake up before the end. Oh, and I couldn't get enough of it. I couldn't get enough of it. And I still can't get enough of it. But you know, I just want to go home every once in a while. I can't get enough of it. I can't get enough of it. I had a request for a Beatles song. Whenever I want you around, yeah. All I gotta do is call you on the phone and you'll come running home. That's all I gotta do. And whenever I wanna kiss you, yeah, all I gotta do is whisper in your ear the things you long to hear, and I'll be kissing you. And the same goes for me. Whenever you want me at all, I'll be here, yes I will. Whenever you call, you just gotta call on me, yeah. You just gotta call on me. And whenever I want you around, yeah, all I gotta do is call you on the phone and you'll come running home, and that's all I gotta do. And whenever I wanna kiss you, all I gotta do is whisper in your ear the things you long to hear, and I'll be kissing you. And the same goes for me. Whenever you want me at all, I'll be here. Yes, I will. Whenever you call, you just gotta call on me. Yeah, you just gotta call on me. Oh, you just gotta call on me, baby. You just gotta call on me. Call you on the phone and you'll come running home, and that's all I gotta do. And I remember where I was in Lubbock, Texas. Oh my God, oh my Lord. We're getting down to it, folks, and it just makes me want to jump up and shout. Oh yeah. Let me ride on the wall of death one more time. Let me ride on the wall of death one more time. Well, you can waste your time on the other rides, but this is the nearest to being alive. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall of death. You can go with the crazy people in the crooked house. You can fly away on a rocket or spin in the mouth. The tunnel of love might amuse you, and Noah's Ark might confuse you. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall of death. Well, on the wall of death, all the world is far from me. On the wall of death, it's the nearest to being free. Let me ride on the wall of death one more time. Let me ride on the wall of death one more time. Oh yeah. Well, you can waste your time on the other rides, but this is the nearest to being alive. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall of death. Well, you're going nowhere when you ride on the carousel. And maybe you're strong, but what's the use of ringing a bell? The switchback will make you crazy. Beware of the bearded lady. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall of death. Yes, on the wall of death, all the world is far from me. Yes, on the wall of death, it's the nearest to being free. Let me ride on the wall of death one more time. Let me ride on the wall of death one more time. You can stick the tipsy skitty. You can waste your time on the other rides, but this is the nearest to being alive. Oh, let me take my chances on the wall. Let me take my chances on the wall. Let me take my chances on the wall. Wall of Death. I'm getting tongue-tied there. That's a song by, what is his name? You know it. Last name is Thompson. I think REM did that song, but I've always loved it. I think it's about time we get on out of here. Thank you very much for coming out. I just really appreciate it. Let's go back here one more time to the... Okay, folks. I'm going to go check on my peeps out here in Radio Land. We're about to get... All right, thanks a lot for coming. It's great to see you, Kelly, Brittany, all you folks. I love to see all those bright lights and bright faces and emojis and all that kind of stuff. We're going to get on out of here now. All right. Yoo-hoo! This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream waters. Oh, this land was made for you and me. Gone is a time when I felt so fine and I fell for you. Hook, sinker, and line. On a silver night, everything was alright. Where did they go? Nobody knows. They gone from me, and all I can see is the dusty backs of their memories. No longer young, nobody gets old. I cry for the time when I had some gold. Just take me back, back, back. Back when I was your king. Oh, want somebody give me a time machine. Like a tick on a dog, like a bug in a bed, I wanna hang upon all that you once said. I can see you smiling, I can see you cry. See your bedroom miles till the day I die. All night we sang and all night we played. The sun wouldn't rise without our say. Where are all those days? Where are all those nights? We would dance in the sands in the morning light. Just take me back, back, back. Back when you were my queen. When your love was everything, everything. Gone is the time when I felt so fine and I fell for you. Hook, sinker, and line. On a silver night, everything was alright. Where did they go? Nobody knows. We're aging fast. We're aging fast. I'm telling you, we're aging fast. We're aging fast. I wanna go home. Gone is the time when I felt so fine. I fell for you, hook, sinking, and line. Night and nights, everything was alright. Where they go, nobody knows. They're gone from me. All I can see is the dusty backs of their memories, no longer young, not yet old. I cry for the time when I had some gold. Just take me back, 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 back when I was your king. Take me back, 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 back when you were my queen. Take me back, back, back. It doesn't really seem what it seemed, but somebody give me a time machine. This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. This land was made for you and me. Thank you so much for coming out, folks. I don't know when I'm going to come back. I'm doing a couple of live shows here and there. Just watch out for me. Go to BobLivingstonMusic.com and check out PayPal and all those really cool websites that take your money. That's right. Huh. I'm going to tell you how it's going to be. You're going to give your love to me, this land. Love to last more than one day. Love for real and not fade away. Love it real and not fade away. This is what Buddy Holly kind of pounded into my mind when I was in Miss Honey's class, and I channeled him because Miss Honey taught Buddy Holly too. And he told me how he came to write this song and a lot of stuff. He told me to get out of Lubbock. That was probably the best piece of advice he gave me. Otherwise, I'd be teaching school there. I don't know what I'd do. Huh. I mean, I was a musician, but what would have happened if I didn't get out of Lubbock? I got out of Lubbock before anybody did. Not fade away, yeah. Not fade away, yeah. Not fade away, not fade away, not fade away, not fade away. I said, dead away, dead away, dead away, dead away. Whenever things like this happen to me, I think it's time to go for some dueling accordions. Wouldn't you agree? If you'll be my one more time. Hey, hey, baby, I wanna know if you'll be my girl, if you'll be my girl, if you'll be my girl, if you'll be my girl.
Biggest applause.
I've ever played an accordion. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the Gulf Stream water. Well, I was strolling that ribbon highway. I saw above me the endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to the New York Island, from the Redwood Forest to the sea water. This land was made for you and me. Oh! folks. Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming.